This is Bob Maloney from MyMMAnews.com, and I want to say thank you to John Marquez for opening his doors to me so I can come in to talk of one of his pupils, Itso Babulaidze. How are you, my friend?
Good, brother.
Good, good. Itso has a big fight coming up at Ring of Combat 81 in Atlantic City on September 8th. He's fighting for the championship against Jimmy Drago in the co-main event. But before we talk about that fight, I want everybody to learn about Itso, because Itso is another one of these fighters from Republic of Georgia who are coming in droves and really making an impact and collecting wins on the regional scene and the UFC scene. So Itso, talk to me a little bit about when you came to America from Georgia. How long ago?
I came in for a couple of years ago, and I'm coming for USA. I lived before in New York. After that, I'm coming for Philly, and I'm looking for gym, and I found it for John Marquez gym for a couple blocks behind you here. Very small gym, and I start for training MMA. I don't do it nothing. I start training MMA 4 years ago. I don't have punch, I don't have jiu-jitsu, I don't have wrestling, I don't have nothing. And step by step, I start training, and I ask Coach John for, Coach, I need fight for. And he asked me, so if you're training, you fight. You don't training, you don't fighting. And this is why I start training every day, step by step, my level, little by little up. And we start fighting, and little by little amateur, and right now we have pro, and this is right now my first title fight for me. This is my first title.
Yes, well, listen, there's a huge amount. When you say little gym, there's a lot of talent in here. I know you see guys who are here every day in the UFC, so you have a lot, you can soak up a lot of knowledge from those guys, and I know a lot of those guys, Andre Petrosky, Sean Brady, Pat Sabatini, I mean, the list goes going on, you know, Jeremiah Wells. There are just so many great fighters here, and you're following that. Talk to me, when you said you didn't really do much fighting, what did you, growing up, what did you do growing up to get you, for your physical activities?
Yeah, I do it, I don't know what happens. I'm comfortable everywhere, striking, jiu-jitsu, grappling, or wrestling. I learning everything together, and I don't have a problem. If you need striking, we go for striking. If you need jiu-jitsu, we go for jiu-jitsu, or something like that. I don't have a problem something for what position we have for fighting situation, for grappling, or striking, no problem. And I watch this, my teammates, everybody who is for in UFC or who is in amateur, who is for fighting for pro, and we're learning every day, we're training every day hard, and this is why we have this style, for fighting styles.
Well, tell me a little bit about, do you keep in touch? Listen, like when we're talking about, you came over from the Republic of Georgia, and as we've seen, there's been more and more fighters from the Republic of Georgia, making Merab the Machine Dashvili. Did you know that Merab, the Ring of Combat 59, where you're fighting, and I was there, in 15 seconds he won by spinning back fist, and that was his last fight before he got the UFC. So you're fighting in the same arena. Talk to me a little bit about Merab. You talk to Merab or the other guys, and do they give you advice? Talk to me about the brotherhood.
Yeah, we're same country guys. Merab is my friend, my brothers, my Georgian friends, my Georgian brothers. This is why I come in this sport. I talking for Merab before. First time I start for MMA training. I talking for Merab, I text him, he text me his number, I call him, he send me address. I'm go for his gym, and I start training for MMA. Merab number one is the best guy in Georgian, he's doing everything for his changing his life. He going with hard work, hard training, he going to UFC, and right now he's number one bantamweight division, number one contender for title fights. His motivation is very big one for Merab. Merab, it's very good guy.
Well, listen, I know that he feels, when he talks about his fellow Georgians, you're like his family, and I know that he is very, he's a leader. Merab is a great leader of men, and he takes pride in
Yeah,
fellow
of course.
Georgians, and you guys all feel that. You have other guys from Georgia in here training with you?
No, yeah, sometimes coming couple guys, coming Georgian people coming for each having greenhouse and other thing, and sometimes these guys, Georgian guys coming for training, for sparring, wrestling, something. One time a week, two times a week, coming a couple guys, two, three guys. Right now, one guy fighting for September 15th for our for first amateur fights. Georgian, it's 17 or 18 years old. We have one heavyweight guy for he's still fighting for amateur. Step by step it's coming for Georgian people who living for field. We representing for field too without field.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, listen. Now that you're 3-0 as a pro, so you're building your resume. You're fighting Jimmy Drago. How do you see this fight? Did you go watch his fight? Are you someone who wants to watch his fights and see how he fights, or do you let your coaches do that? Tell me about the fight against Jimmy Drago coming up in Ring of Combat 81.
We're looking for a couple fights for Jimmy Drago. We're watching his fighting. Yeah, he's a very good guy, tough opponent. Which one I like it or I love my career. I have here. No. I have every fight for tough guys. And right now, this is another level for fighting for tough guy, and big motivation for title fights, And I do it everything for making this title for September.
It's a big fight in a big
Yeah.
place. Like I said, Merab, I'm sure Merab is going to be in the house screaming for you, running around, crazy, because that's how he is. Because Merab he's just so much fun,
Yeah,
and he's
I know.
exciting. He'll be in there, he'll
see.
be screaming for you. He'll be coaching you. I can tell you right now, because I'll be commentating at Ring of Combat for your fight. And Merab, I'll be able to hear Merab screaming at you.
I call him Mirab, maybe he meets here, he comes. I see Mirab last week. Last week he came for Philly, and I see Mirab, I thank him for Mirab. And he must be saying, let's do it, go hard work, training, everything is possible,
Well, that's great. Itso was a little hesitant because he's still, learning some more of the English. I think he's doing great. Do you have anybody you want to say, give shout outs to or love to? Anybody you want to say thank you to?
Thank you everybody, guys. I need asking thank you very much for my team, Marquez MMA, my coach John, my coach wrestling coach Cody, my coach conditioning coach Mikey. I need ask everybody, my coach Jiu-Jitsu coach Dilla. Thank you for everything, for which one you're doing for me. You helped me a lot, and this is why I'm fighting for September for title fight. This is you do it, guys. For my team, and my teammates help me a lot. Which one I interested in some position or something like that. I'm asking for coaches and guys, and everybody show me, give me, you need to do it like that. This is I need ask for Marquez people. Thank you very much, everybody. I love you guys. This I think it's wrong for Philly.
Give it up for the man from Georgia, the Republic of Georgia, Itso Babulaidze. I'm going to learn how to say that name correctly by the time Ring of Combat 81 gets here. He's in here working hard, got a lot of talent in here, and you're going to see him fighting for the combat at Ring of Combat 81. Itso,
Thank you
it's a
very
pleasure,
much.
my friend. Best of skills to you, my friend. Thank you.
See
This
you
will be the
September
first of
8th.
many, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See you guys September 8th. Don't